Growing older is often described as entering the golden years, a time for wisdom, reflection, and enjoying the fruits of a life well lived. Yet, alongside the beauty of aging, there are challenges that many families quietly struggle with. One of the most difficult is a changing relationship between seniors and their adult children. It begins so naturally. Parents raise their children, guide them, and sacrifice so much to see them succeed. But as years pass, roles begin to shift. Adult children have their own families, careers, and challenges, while seniors face health changes, loneliness, or financial concerns. Somewhere in between, misunderstandings can grow. In this video, we'll explore 5 common problems between seniors and their adult children. These are not just abstract ideas. They are real situations that millions of families experience every day. And by shining a light on them, we can understand how to heal wounds, strengthen bonds, and build compassion across generations. So let's begin. Problem number 1, lack of time. Time is one of the most precious gifts we can give another person. But in today's busy world, time is often the very thing in short supply. For seniors, the absence of regular visits, phone calls, or family gatherings can feel deeply painful. Imagine a mother who once cooked family dinners every Sunday, now sitting alone at the same dining table. Or a father who remembers driving his children to school every morning, but now waits for weeks to receive a single phone call. Adult children, however, often carry heavy responsibilities. Careers demand long hours, bills pile up, and raising children can leave them exhausted. Many genuinely love their parents, but between school events, office deadlines, and personal obligations, they simply run out of hours in a day. This creates a painful cycle. Parents feel forgotten and interpret the silence as rejection. Children feel guilty but overwhelmed, and avoid reaching out because they fear disappointing their parents with rushed conversations. Take Mary, a 72-year-old widow. Her son, Daniel, works in finance and has 2 young kids. Daniel loves his mother, but weeks can pass before he calls. Mary, sitting in her quiet apartment, feels abandoned. When Daniel finally calls, Mary bursts out with frustration. "You never think of me anymore." Daniel feels attacked and defensive, and the call ends badly. In this case, neither side is truly wrong. They are trapped by circumstance. The problem is not lack of love. It is lack of time management and communication clarity. Seniors may need to understand that even a short call or quick message is meaningful. Adult children must also realize that for their parents, those few minutes are precious lifelines. Scheduling regular check-ins, even if just 10 minutes once a week. Using video calls to make communication feel more personal. Encouraging grandchildren to send short messages, pictures, or voice notes. Time is limited, but connection doesn't always require hours. It requires intention. Problem number 2, different values and beliefs. The second challenge lies in generational differences. Seniors were shaped by a different era. Their childhoods may have been defined by scarcity, traditional values, or religious devotion. Adult children, meanwhile, often adopt modern lifestyles, diverse perspectives, and more individualistic approaches. This clash can create painful misunderstandings. Religion or spirituality. Seniors may want their children to attend services or follow rituals, while adult children may feel disconnected from those traditions. Parenting styles. Seniors may question how their children raise grandchildren, criticizing discipline, diet, or education choices. Technology use. Seniors may view constant phone use as disrespectful or shallow, while younger generations see it as normal life. Social values. Differences in politics, gender roles, or cultural openness can spark heated debates. Consider Rosa, an 80-year-old immigrant grandmother, who deeply values family meals and religious traditions. Her daughter, Linda, a busy executive, prefers takeout dinners and is not particularly religious. At family gatherings, Rosa complains, "You're losing the old ways. Your children won't even know their culture." Linda feels judged and lashes out, "I'm doing my best, Mom. Stop criticizing me." Both are right in a sense. Rosa wants to preserve heritage. Linda wants to adapt to her world. But the lack of respectful dialogue makes the differences a wall instead of a bridge. Values evolve across generations, but that doesn't mean one is entirely right or wrong. Conflict arises when differences are treated as failures, instead of opportunities for learning. Practice listening without immediately correcting or judging. Share personal stories of why a tradition matters, instead of forcing it. Find middle ground. For example, celebrating holidays in a simple way that fits modern life. Respect does not mean total agreement. It means making space for both perspectives. Problem number 3, financial strain. Few topics create more tension than money. For some seniors, retirement savings run thin, and they may rely on children for support. For some adult children, the weight of mortgages, childcare, and bills already feels crushing. Adding another responsibility can breed quiet resentment. On the other hand, some seniors remain financially stable, yet feel insulted when children treat them as fragile or assume they can't contribute. Money, in this sense, becomes more than numbers. It becomes tied to dignity, respect, and family duty. George, a 75-year-old father, lives on a modest pension. His daughter, Emily, often pays his utility bills. Though she does it out of love, George secretly feels humiliated, believing he has failed as a provider. Meanwhile, Emily feels overwhelmed, juggling her father's needs, her children's college fund, and her own debts. Their conversations about money are filled with tension, each side afraid of hurting the other. Financial strain is not just about dollars. It is about emotions tied to money, pride, guilt, and fear. Families can openly discuss finances without shame. Seniors can contribute in non-monetary ways, childcare, wisdom, or household help. Children can express love through support without making parents feel dependent. Money can divide families, but handled with honesty, it can also unite them. Problem number 4, health and caregiving. As seniors age, health inevitably changes. Adult children often become caregivers, balancing work, families, and the stress of medical decisions. This shift in roles can be emotional. Seniors who once cared for their children now feel vulnerable, dependent, or even burdensome. Adult children, meanwhile, may feel overwhelmed and guilty for not doing enough. Deciding when a senior needs home care, assisted living, or medical support. Managing medications, appointments, and emergencies. Emotional exhaustion, sometimes called caregiver burnout. Seniors resisting help out of pride or fear of losing independence. James, 68, has Parkinson's. His daughter Sarah balances his care with a full-time job and 2 teenagers. Sarah feels constantly exhausted and guilty. If she spends time with her kids, she feels she's neglecting her father. If she spends time with him, she feels she's neglecting her children. James, meanwhile, resents losing his independence, telling Sarah, "Stop treating me like a child." Caregiving is an act of love, but it can easily become an act of stress without proper support. Share caregiving duties among siblings or extended family. Seek community resources or professional caregivers. Seniors should communicate their needs honestly, instead of resisting help. Children must also care for themselves. No one can pour from an empty cup. Problem number 5, communication breakdown. The final, and perhaps most damaging, problem is communication breakdown. When seniors feel ignored, they may withdraw into silence or express anger. Adult children, feeling judged or pressured, may avoid difficult conversations. Over time, words shrink to short updates. How are you? I'm fine. But beneath the surface, pain grows. Lillian, 74, often leaves voicemails for her son Mark. Weeks go by without replies. When they finally meet, she complains, "You never call me anymore." Mark sighs, "Mom, you always guilt-trip me. That's why I don't call." Each wants love, but the communication style has created a cycle of hurt. The solution lies not in speaking more words, but in speaking with more kindness and clarity. Adult children can explain their schedules kindly, instead of ignoring calls. Seniors can express feelings without blame. "I miss hearing from you," instead of "you never call." Both sides can create a safe space where honesty is welcomed, not punished. These 5 problems, lack of time, different values, financial strain, health and caregiving, and communication breakdown, are among the most common struggles between seniors and their adult children. But here's the truth. At the heart of all these issues lies love. Seniors love their children deeply, even when they feel forgotten. Adult children love their parents deeply, even when they feel overwhelmed. The challenge is not the absence of love. It is the absence of understanding. By taking small steps, a short phone call, a patient conversation, a willingness to listen, families can bridge decades of misunderstanding. The bond between parent and child is one of life's most sacred treasures. Don't let it slip away. If this video resonated with you, share it with a family member or friend. And don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring and thoughtful content. Remember, healing begins with a single word: hello.